Greetings from Fort Lee, Virginia, at least for another week till we move. I wanted to talk a little bit today about Tethered Through Time and some more of the origin story. Last week we talked about who inspired the story, and that was Edward and Lucille Traynor. And this week I want to talk a little bit about where the story takes place and why that's important. First, I think it's kind of neat to note that the story takes place in Shannon's grandparents' attic and their home. And that home actually was a real place that the real Lucille and Edward Traynor lived in on Kosciuszko Street in Peabody, Massachusetts. And for me, that's kind of important because I think places connect us, just like smells and sounds and sights, all those things, even when we're apart from someone we love, even through death. I feel like we're still all tethered because of everything around us. It reminds us of them, and it always keeps them with us. So that theme is kind of something that is important to me, that is throughout Tethered Through Time, and something I want to talk about today. It's my grandparents' attic that actually inspired me to write about having the story take place in an attic. As a child, my cousins and I would spend hours exploring my grandmother's attic and my other grandmother's basement. And there was always just treasures there and things that I didn't even know what some of the things were. There were hat boxes and pin boxes and money and clothing and all kinds of things from an age that I didn't understand. And so each item would always inspire some sort of conversation between myself and my grandmother, to ask, what is this? What does this do? And she'd explain it to me and I'd be like, wow, that's crazy. But it gave us those connections, and my cousins and I just, we were all really close at the time because it was really fun for us to explore that attic. And so in Tethered Through Time, the attic is really important. And for Shannon, it's a place that's kind of scary to her because when she came to live with her grandmother Claire, when her mom died when she was 10, of course, all her mom's belongings went up into that attic. And so she and Claire avoid the attic. They've never been up there since her mother died. As a child, Shannon would spend days up in that attic with her best friend Timmy, and they would explore just like I did as a child and just get into all kinds of trouble and have a lot of fun. So when Colette asks her to get these letters and says that Claire can't know, that really confuses Shannon because she's always been open with her grandmother Claire. But she does it. And so when she gets home, she goes up in the attic and she tries to avoid the things that that are her mother's, because right now she's not in a position where she can handle going through them right now. And she instead goes to the chimney and feels around behind for a loose brick where her great-grandmother said these letters would be. And lo and behold, she finds the brick and she finds the letters and pulls them out. And she sits down in a rocking chair and she starts reading one. And that's when everything changes in her life. When she starts reading that letter, everything around her transforms. And she is in a new place, in a new time, and she has to kind of figure out where she is and what she's doing and how to get back. And so eventually she realizes, the triggers that do send her back, and she learns how to go between both of the worlds. But it becomes a magical place for her, and once again, like it was when she was young, even more so now. And she's able to connect with people she never thought she would. So that's why this week I wanted to talk a little bit about attics. I hope that you have your own stories of attics or basements or special places you like to explore when you were a child. And I'm probably going to be asking you in future weeks to kind of share your stories with me. And in the meantime, I look forward to the book releasing in about 3 more weeks, and I will talk to you again in about 2. Have a great week.